Oh, you know what time it is, ladies and gents. We're back with a Batwoman Season 2 Episode 1 review. Now, I used to do these. I talk full spoilers, and I don't particularly enjoy this show. I do this for you. I suffer for you guys. Now, I was really curious how they were going to do this. How were they going to do it? How were they going to keep this series going when Ruby Rose left? Just departed. And I think what's so telling in this episode on the circumstances surrounding Ruby Rose's departure, it was definitely not amicable. So I want to touch on that first, then we're going to get into the story and what I thought about it. So it's definitely not amicable because at the end of the episode, right, there's a letter that Ruby Rose, Batwoman, Kate Kane left for the love interest. Sophie, I think the name is, right? And normally, normally it would be done from the perspective of the individual that's left it. Normally, isn't it? It's like, oh, I'm telling this story to you. Nope. They had to get the actress who the letter was addressed to read it out. And I think that's telling. I think that's really telling. I think that goes, like, she's not in this at all. Only an image, right? She's not in it. So I think that tells you what circumstances she left under. 100% not amicable, 100% bad, not good. She either quit or she was fired. Either or, doesn't matter. Terrible. Now let's get into this character. This is Ryan Wilder. This is the replacement for Bitch Mams, right? We literally open up to a van down by the river with a plant, and she lives in it. Not in the plant, in the van, obviously. And her name's Ryan. Remind you of any skits? Ryan lives down by the river in a van with a plant. That is literally how where's the self-awareness? Seriously. Anyway, that's how we open. Big plane comes over, crash lands, and then she comes out. Obviously, it's like, oh my god, there's a plane crash. Runs off, goes and resuscitates someone. In the resuscitation process, we're introduced to Ryan and flashbacks, like about her life and stuff like this. It's not a terrible way to introduce a character, in fairness. Like, it's really not. It's not bad. I'll give them this much, right? They had a tall task replacing Ruby Rose at the drop of a hat, and that sort of did their best, I guess. I mean, it's not good. They've wrote in this new character. It's not good, but the writers weren't good anyway. So me saying that they've done their best probably is their best, to be honest. Doesn't mean it's good. Anyway. She then finds Bitch Mam's suit, the bitch suit. So she puts it on, right? She puts it on, and that's it. She's like, "Yep, I'm Bitch Mam's now. I'm gonna go fight some crime." To which she doesn't really do very well. She gets beaten up a few times, and then she brutalizes a few people, and then Luke Fox goes and I can't remember the character's name anymore. The Asian lady. Go and find her, and then it comes to this big long spiel about I'm this and I'm that and I'm part of this number and I'm this and I'm that and blah blah blah, and it's just like, woe is me. Like, this character's not very likable. She's very much a I pity myself character, and there's even a section where she's clearly talking to like a social worker or some form of probation officer, something like that. She's like, have you paid your court fees? She's like, no. She's like, you're acting like this is something I can help. And it's like, I mean, it is. And she's like, no, it's not, because I can't get a job, therefore I can't pay my fees. And it's like, I mean, I get it, Like, I get it. That is the mentality of some people. But unfortunately, in the real world, where actions have consequences, I don't feel that sorry for you. And they're painting her, this is the problem. They're painting her out to be the stereotypical black victim, and that's what it is, because she was caught with some drugs, and she was sent to prison, even though it wasn't hers. I get it, I get it, but that is playing up a stereotype, and that's bad. I don't think that's necessarily a good way to introduce this character. This character is the black stereotype. That's not good, is it? How can anyone be happy with that? That's terrible. So anyway, in all of that spiel where she's talking to the social worker, she reveals, and because they've kind of woven the backstory in a smart way. She's like, "Have you got any jobs at dojos? You're a black belt in blah blah blah, or all those years doing karate, you're a blah blah blah." So clearly she knows how to fight. So they weave that in. But anyway, that to one side, that's the introduction. She refuses to give up the bitch suit. And Thomas Elliot comes on board, who is, Hush. He gets a new face courtesy of Alice, right? Alice is still around. Rachel Scarston, definitely, would. Terrible things. Anyway, he gets a new face. He gets Bruce Wayne's face. He pretends to be Bruce Wayne. He goes to try to steal the Batsuit back. And that all happens, right? There's that whole narrative there. But in the meantime, whilst that is going on, because that's basically the rest of the episode, it's really not that much. There's this side story of Ryan Wilder, and it explains how now there is no reason why she doesn't kill Alice. Now, do you remember my last few my last reviews of Bitch Mams? And I said how, they kept weaving in this narrative of why Kate Kane couldn't kill her sister, right? Because it's her sister. But then they kept spoiling it. And there was literally, towards the end, there was no reason why she wouldn't just why Alice wouldn't just go and kill her. Because Ruby Rose's Kate Kane had literally just locked her in Arkham Asylum. There was just no reason. It was pathetic. They have now given Ryan Wilder no reason not to kill Alice. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because Alice, the Wonderland gang, killed Ryan's mother. Why did you write yourself into this corner? Why does everyone have to be connected? Why? I don't get it. I don't really see the point. Doesn't make any sense. The voice that she's using in this is awful. It's real bad. It sounds like a man's voice pretending to be a woman. It's real bad. Not a good voice. Or a woman pretending to be a man. Either or, it doesn't matter. It's a terrible voice. It's not good. So that modulation thing, terrible. And it culminates in this epic battle between new Bitch Mams and new Batman, Bruce Wayne, but it's not Bruce Wayne because Thomas Elliot's Hush. And he shoots her with kryptonite. And I think they're setting up that Bitch Mams is now going to have superpowers. I think that's what they're doing. So basically, at the end of the episode, she gets shot. She goes and gives the Batsuit back. And they're like, "Are you okay? You got shot with kryptonite." She's like, "No, I'm fine. Don't you worry about it." And it closes with new Bitch Mams, without the Batsuit, sat on her van, talking to a houseplant. That really happens. It sounds like I'm making it up. I'm not. And then she goes, "Oof, ish, oof." And then she opens it up, and it's a bullet hole from the kryptonite. And you can see, green veins going into her body. And I'm like, are they going to set up she's got superpowers? Or is she just going to be toxic and, dying, and that's why she goes back to Luke Fox the next day? I don't know. But it's not good. They weave in the fact that she's gay in this as well, because apparently that's really important. And they do that again. They do it in a sort of a smart way. In one of the flashbacks, she's walking to the new apartment with her mother, and her mother's like, "Oh, you can bring back some lovely ladies." And it's like, "Oh, stop it." It's like, "Yeah, all right, we get it. You're a lesbian as well." Coincidence. Shock horror. It's super lame. Don't like it. Always hate it. You guys always want me to do them. So I'm back with my Bitch Mams reviews. What did you think? Have you watched it? I bet you haven't. It's not very good. This is the thing. I wanted to give this one a chance, but it's already bad. There's a Batmobile that apparently Luke Fox is like, "I didn't even know it was there until 2 minutes ago." It's like, how didn't you know it was there, mate? You literally know everything else that's in that Batcave. How didn't you? Are we just going to blow up another wall and there's going to be the Bat ship there? Shiver me timbers, me hearties. What's going on? So lame. Anyway, hate it. Clearly, they ended unamicably. Not good. It's a shit show. There you go. Let me know your thoughts. Take care.